I would like her to be a strong person from now on. She asked you the question, can you fly? How many of you think that you can fly? How many of you think that you cannot fly? You don't know. Thank you. Now if your answer is no, we can learn. Is that good? We can learn? Now, if your answer is yes, then of course it requires a lot of your skill, especially with your hands. It requires your perseverance to hang on. Don't give up. And you also need to have creativity. Come up with something new, something different. So by the time your friends look at what you have made, what will happen? Their jaw will drop. Wow. There are many flying objects. Eagle, bat, helicopter. What is this one? Dinosaur. Jet plane, rocket, and UFO. Question for you. Who knows what is undefined flying object? Oops. UFO, right? Okay, I ask you another question. Now, who can tell me the next object? It can also fly. Are you ready? Are you ready? 1, 2. I just went to see the show. And I think many of you have seen it already. Wow. What about the students behind? Students behind, do you have time to see this? Okay. Now, besides, okay, please calm down. Besides flying objects, there are also objects. There are, please put your hands down. Thank you, thank you. There are also objects that cannot fly, but they glide. G-L-I-D-E. Now what are gliding objects then? We have many examples. Boomerang here. It may be maple seeds that can come down and spiral. It can be a kite. I'll show you afterwards. It can also be a flying squirrel. Just because it has the skin between the limbs and it can fly through air. So that's fantastic. And why can objects fly? Why? Think about it. They need food if they are birds, right? Or if they are engines, they need fuel to propel themselves. They need the structure, they also need the wing. And this is called aerofoil principle. How many of you have come across this term called aerofoil principle? Very good. I'll explain a little bit more after. And they need to be so-called aerodynamic, very streamlined to go through air. This is the aerofoil effect. And if you are to have a cross-section of most of the aircraft nowadays, almost essentially all, you will see that they go like this. It's for air to travel on top faster than underneath. And if that is the case, then there will be more pressure of air pushing them up. So that's how we can get the lift for airplanes. And the other thing important is WLD. What is WLD? It's not the world, but it's about the weight. Do you want the airplane to be heavy or light? Light. Very good. You want to have a lot of lift, so the big wing will tend to lift it up a bit more. But then a big wing will give you a lot of drag. Drag means that it will tend to plunge, tend to fall down very fast. So not very good either. So that's why everything will come with a balance. And in the balance, we call it aspect ratio. Okay, you will learn much more later on. This is the detail of the drag versus the lift. I won't bore you with too much of this. And this is called aspect ratio. If you are to see good gliders, they look like this. The wings are very slim, very thin, but very long. Okay? This is not a good glider. Okay? This can be a good walk and go. It can fly very fast. The glider cannot fly fast. If the glider is to fly very fast, what will happen? The wings will break. The wings just cannot take the pressure, it will break. So this is a good glider. Yes, it can glide very well. Now, there are many hobby airplanes that I've played with, and many of you would have played too. How many of you have folded paper airplanes before? Almost everybody. Fantastic. Very good. Origami airplane. And it can be modified paper airplane. It can be made of foam. It can be a boomerang. And it can be rubber propelled, and it can be remote control as well. Okay, so I'll show you more examples afterwards. Now what I will show you are the examples that I can demonstrate afterwards. This is called a tumbler. It can just spin and spin, but I need to push the air from underneath to support it. This is a good glider, and the original design was the Guinness Book record holder actually. The front has a lock, so the front doesn't open up when it flies off. It's a very good design. And this is called a flying cup. Oh, I have a few here. Since the fans are off, I can fly a few of these. Now for safety reasons, I will fly from this side to the other side. I won't fly to you. Don't worry. Pretend that you are drinking water. The heavier part is always the nose. Alright? Before launch, stay relaxed. Left leg forward, all the way to the back, and throw and toss and spin at the same time. The faster it spins, the straighter it gets. Something like this.